Hello, my name is Katinka. I live on the south point of Africa, close to the coast. The sea is that way if you walk for about 15 minutes, and I live in a small cottage, and there's a massive thunderstorm going on outside, hoping for some proper rain. We haven't had proper rain for a long time. But today I want to talk to you about Christmas. So we are basically 6 weeks away from Christmas, and I am not ready. But I'm not giving up. So today I'm going to make a Christmas present for one of my friends. I made some fudge yesterday, actually last night. It's amazing that I didn't eat it all yet because I love peanut butter fudge. It's just a basic recipe. You find it on YouTube and all those places. I think it's called free ingredient or simple peanut butter fudge. And then what I found is I scratched around in my cupboards and stuff. I found this bottle, and I'm going to make this bottle pretty, put some fudge in there, and that's a present for a friend, and I'll make a nice card. So the first thing I'm going to do, because this still needs to dry for a bit, is I am going to open my chalk paint. This is chalk blackboard paint, because then I can write on the lid. So I'm just going to put a layer of paint, and I might put another one. It's just to cover this. I think I will have to put another one. Okay, so when you're working with something that's really slippery, like this lid, it might be a good idea to just sand it before you start. And I might still do it. Let's have a look first. Yeah, I will give it another coat as soon as this is dry. Luckily this paint dries quite quickly. There. Okay, that's the first step. My hands are still clean. Yes. The next step that I want to do is I want to make a little handle. So I scratched around in the garage and I found this piece of wire. And my aim this year is really not to only use what I have, not to go and buy stuff, not to find some supplies. The whole gift must be from something that I had in the house. So I also have these beads. I think it was in the 90s. You got these seat covers that was made out of beads, and apparently it was good for your circulation or something like that. So a friend of mine threw one out, and I have been using these beads for yonks. Like the last 5 years, for everything I need beads, these beads come in handy. Then my mom is an artist, and with her canvases she gets these little pieces of wood. I think she said it's for something about the canvas, I can't remember, but she doesn't use it. So I have a whole collection of these little pieces of wood, but I think you can use any piece of wood. It's not very thick, as you can see. It's really thin, but it's nice. I like this shape, and I think I'm going to leave it just like that. I might put some dark wax on it just to make it darker. And a friend of mine sharpened this screwdriver. It got to a point where it was so worn out that it didn't work anymore. So he took his I think it's a grinder or something, and he sharpened it for me. And it's been one of my favorite tools in my house. It means that I don't have to bring my drill out whenever I want to make a hole. And it is so awesome. So I'm just going to make a hole in here. Yes, and not through yet. Yeah, so getting back to the whole thing of Christmas. So a lot of my friends have been saying, oh, what they're going to do this year is they're just going to actually go online and get a gift voucher or send a gift like that. But I've found that with the whole thing that the world's going through at the moment, and with lockdown, a lot of people are special attention deprived. I call it that. It's a disease, according to me, okay? And that means that a lot of people that I personally know feel like they don't really get hugs and stuff because they're on their own, so they're not touched. And people send them messages and phone them, but it's not that personal attention. So I've decided this year, my goal with my Christmas presents is that people need to feel like it was specially made for them. And that special feeling of, wow, you thought of me. Okay, we've got a nice little hole there. So that's my aim this year. I am going to, every person that I give a gift to must feel so special. They must really feel like, wow, she thought of me. She cares about me. And I do care about people, but some people just need to feel that. I sometimes need to feel that. Okay, so I've straightened a piece of wire here, and I'm going to cut it now. Should this be enough? Let's have a look. Yep, that should be enough. We'll make it a bit longer. So what I want to do is, I'm just going to measure halfway up. First find the half of the wire. Okay. Then I'm going to measure where halfway is and halfway on my little bottle. And then I'm going to just bend the wire up over there. Ooh. You see that flash? It's coming. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one was close. Apparently, when you see a flash of lightning, and if you count, the amount of count is the amount of, so it's seconds, how long from when you see the flash until when you hear it. The closer that time frame is, the closer the lightning is. So, it's quite a nice thing. So I'm just going to twist my little circle now. There we go. Okay, can you see I've made a little circle? Maybe I must put my hand behind it. Can you see it? I hope so, because I don't know what you're seeing on your side. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, we've got that done. So now I'm going to take this wire. Is it straight? So back to the whole thing of presents. I won't be giving this to anybody who's on a diet, because that would be just plain mean. I would not be impressed if a friend of mine would. Actually, I would be impressed even if I'm on a diet, but that's me. So I've now twisted it, and now I'm going to put my little, I think I'm going to keep on twisting it because I want to cut it off. A little tag is going to go on here, but now I want to put the tag on with a ribbon. It's going to look prettier. So I have this box of ribbons that I've had through the years, and it's basically every time somebody gives me something and there's a ribbon around it, then I just keep my box of ribbons because it's pretty and you can use it again. So I'm just twisting this so the wire won't hurt anyone. I'm flattening it with my little pliers. Actually, I need the big pliers here. Don't throw it too hard because you can break your bottle. Another piece. I'm just going to cut the wire off. There. And then what I want to do, I'm going to do this. Oh, hello. I'm going to put my beads in here. Just look at that cute handle. And you can carry your fudge around. Not fudge. Okay, so I'm going to do that one through that hole that I made there. And this one through this hole. There we go. That's so cute. Ooh, I think I would love a thing like this. So my advice would be to not use too hard a wire because it could actually hurt your hands a bit. Okay, that was not the way you should do it. Let's just leave the beads there for now until I've done my twisty bit, and then we will try again. Okay. So I'm going to put my beads in here. Because it's rustic, I don't really mind that we have it like this. Okay. I'm just going to make a little twist here so that the beads don't slide around. almost like you're making a knot. And now I can do this side. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is go through there first. Make sure. No, I need to do this side. So when you want to make a twist, you just hold it with your pliers, like that, and then you just twist it around, and then push it together. Okay, so let's do this part. And then on this side, I'm also going to twist it around each other. My excess piece will go in to the holes of the beads. It's out of the way and it won't hurt anybody. So you can carry it. And in the meantime, I'm going to put the fudge in here. So the thing is, at the moment, a lot of people are thinking about the impact if you touch things, because you can spread germs and stuff. For that reason, I like to make fudge or jam, because as soon as you cook something, most germs get killed. And then I don't touch it. I would cut it with my knife, take it out with the metal spatula out of the container where I've made it in, and now I'm just using the pliers to put it in. So if you do give food, just think about how it impacts on can you keep it clean, can you keep it safe? So that's just something to consider. Also, I always like to just put some wax paper on top. We call it wax paper, some people call it baking paper. There we go. Slit is still a little bit dry, not wet, but it's dry enough so I can put it on. And I'm just going to cut off the excess. Put this through. One is a little bit small still. That's better. And this is my all-purpose scissor. Yay! I can do a tag now. This is so cool. Show you so it's there. I'm just going to tie it again. And I think I'm going to leave it just like that. And there you go. Would you like some fudge for Christmas?